Hi, I'm B39, and this is my science fair project. So what I've decided to test is, do online video game distractions actually affect a player's performance, gameplay, and score? Well, you hear all the time how players are constantly fighting with people off mic, controller dying, all this other stuff, blaming it, their poor score and their poor performance on other things, aside from their own skill. Well, being a gamer myself, I believe majority of these things that happen, but some of them just sound a little bit too fake compared to their gameplay be true. So I've decided to test this. My hypothesis is that I do believe that the distractions will negatively affect the player's score and performance. With this experiment, I'm going to be testing the score, of course, with the score. But the performance, however, is a little bit tricky. I will show Gravs his kill-to-death ratio, which, it's a kill-to-death ratio, how many kills compared to his deaths. And depending on how high or low that KD ratio is, will tell me how they performed and how well they did, compared to their teammates and the other team, of course. So, what we did with our first experiment was, well, for all of them really, is we set up the game on Halo 3, random matchmaking, random players, just like a normal player would expect in a regular, online game, not knowing who they're fighting or what their skill is. And it seems like a pretty good variable to me, put in a realistic situation. So, I set up my test subject onto a matchmaking game, Social Slayer, Halo 3, regular, basic, everything. And this video shows our first trial, the control trial. No distractions, just testing to see how the player does by himself in a quiet environment. As you can see, his score was actually leading, tied in fact with two of his other teammates. Their team won 50-20, and he only died twice. His KD ratio was a 12-2, making it a +10, which is actually very good for any kind of game. So that leads us to our second trial, which is the variable trial. We will throw in the distractions such as two annoying friends, little brother, random controller dying, all this stuff. But here are the results from the experiment number 2. Show us as you can see, the distractions were a bit all over the place. If you can see in the video, there's little bits of jumpy areas. That's where the players who left, teammates and whatever, have left and it's lagged up the game, or there have been people yelling into the mic, annoying friend sitting on the couch telling him he's doing a bad job. Well, as you can see in the chart, his total amount of deaths were... As you can see in the chart, his total amount of kills were 10, and his total amount of deaths were 13, leaving him with a -3 KD ratio, which is, well, among other things, quite average. But compared to his first trial, it's, just... These results have proven the hypothesis that video game distractions, whether online or offline, do negatively affect a player's performance and gameplay and score.